Y'all, you have to do what God told you to do. Oh my goodness. That in itself has ministered to me. And I hope that this video ministers to you because, oh my gosh, there's so much, so many blessings when you obey God and you do what He tells you to do. When you are focused on staying in your lane and running the race that is set before you, as opposed to trying to do what everybody else is doing, it's not going to work, because whatever it is that He has for them, it may not be what He has for you. Oh my gosh. So you have to be obedient to His will and know His will. Come on now. You have to know His will. That's deep. In order to do what He is telling you to do. And, many people may ask, well, how do I know His will? It's in His word. It's like really simple. It's in His word. We have to open our Bibles. We have to pray more. We have to be quiet. Come on now. We have to be quiet and be still. I think a lot of us nowadays, even me, I'll raise my hand, we're always on the go. We always have so much to do on our, daily plate that it's hard for us to even be still. I know for me, when it came a time when being still for me, I felt like I should be doing something. Like I felt guilty. Like I shouldn't be like not doing anything. I should always be doing something. Well, that's a lie from the pit of hell. It's okay to be still, and so that you can align with hearing what God has for you. Now, for me, I am practicing trying to be still and work on listening, because I'm a talker and I don't ever want to out talk God. I want to be able to hear Him and the way that He speaks to me. And, people question, can you really hear from God? I can only speak for myself. God speaks to me. And it's not necessarily this deep voice like, I am He, listen to me. It's probably deeper than that. But I sound like me still. But God speaks to people in different ways. I could be literally driving in my car and I can hear a still voice giving me direction as to what to do. It's not always this big thunderous voice. He's he's such a gentleman. And, he presents himself in a way that's so calm and collective that you can almost miss him if you're not paying attention. And that's what a lot of us are doing. We're just bopping and weaving through life. And I just think sometimes that's how life is trying to set us up, that we are just being too busy so that we can't focus on, what's important, what's God's will for our life. So we have to find time. You just have to find time. And we all get the same amount of time, 24 hours in a day. You have to find time to be still. And He might not even, in that stillness, He might not even speak to you in that moment. It's just you practicing being still and being open to hearing what God has to say. Like I say, I could be riding down the street in my vehicle and He can speak to me. You could be riding on a bike. You could be going for a walk. You could be watching this video, and God can drop something in your spirit. But you have to be open, and you have to pay attention to what He's trying to tell you. And then you have to be obedient. That in itself, that's, for us humans, that's a lot of work. To be obedient. Can you imagine even when we were children and we knew the rules? We knew the rules. But sometimes we might push the envelope a little bit. And when you push the envelope, what's going to happen? If you grew up in my day, I'm a Gen Xer. If you push that envelope, you might do it that one time. You're not going to do it again. You are not going to do it again. So let's just be obedient when he tells us to do something the first time, because great things can happen when you're obedient. And I believe God honors obedience. And I also believe that God is patient with us because he knows that we're human and humans gonna do what humans gonna do. He gives us a lot of grace for that. But you never want to miss an opportunity to do what he says, because if you don't do it, he's gonna find somebody else to do it. And they're going to get that blessing out of their obedience. But I want you to be blessed, and I want you to be blessed out of your obedience. Delayed obedience is still disobedience. So let's just try to obey God. And it's like practicing. You have to practice. You have to practice obeying. You have to practice hearing from him. You have to practice like listening. Don't overtalk God. You don't overtalk him. He's got it under control. He just wants to use us as his vessels. Whatever it is that he's telling you to do, I don't know what he's commanding you to do, and but you have free will, and he can only, show you what it is that he wants for your life, because I believe he wants us all to live this good life. It won't be perfect, but it can be good. And the word says that, we can live a good life. And the word also says, I believe in Proverbs, trust in the Lord with all thine heart. Come on. And lean not to thine own understandings. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your path. So we're acknowledging him. He's directing our path, and we are being obedient. Come full circle moment. Let's trust God. Let's trust God even when we don't understand, even when we don't know the next step. Trust God. And I believe he is like, wow, when we stepped out on faith, he's like, wow, like, look at my child. Let me help them out. Let me, open up the windows of heaven and pour them out a blessing so they won't have room to receive it. And I want that type of blessing. I want my cup to run over. So I want to walk in obedience. Do I fall short? Yes, I do. I will never get before anyone and say I am perfect, because there is no one perfect on this earth. We are all striving to amplify. Is that the word? To be an example. To be the image of God? Yes, in human form. We are trying to be our best down here. So he gives us grace in that. But I just wanted to encourage somebody to obey God. It's not that hard. We just have to do it. We have to step outside of ourselves and let go of our will and let his will be done. Oh my God, and so many blessings. I don't know, I don't even know you, but I can just feel the blessings pouring down on you once you let go of you and your will and let me and my will. The blessings will just pour down upon us, and we'll be reminded that it was because we were obedient. Oh, God is good, y'all. God is faithful, and he is just, and he wants the best for you. So I want the best for you too. So when he gives me little nuggets to share with you all, because you're part of the community, and you watch these videos, I want to share them with you. I want to encourage you. I want to lift you up. So yes, I do the 40 and over videos. Yes, that is what I'm known for. God even gave me the vision to do those videos, and I walked in obedience with that. And even when he told me to shift it and change it up a little bit, I heard him as clear as day, what to do. He gave me instruction. And when I obeyed, y'all, my videos went viral. It was crazy because I had literally prayed And I was like, Lord, what direction do you want me to take with these videos? Just like even now, like, Lord, what do you want me to do with the videos? And he gave me the sign, like, do this. And I'm telling y'all, if you've been following me for a while, you know that this summer, my subscriber count just took off. And it took off because of obedience. Literally, obedience. So, like, even in your life, apply what I'm trying to say, because you know your situation. If God is on you to do something, obey him. Obey him. And watch things in your life change for the better. And when you obey God and it's in God's will, you're going to feel less stressed. Oh, the anxiety that you previously had about whatever it was, it's just going to melt away. And you're going to be like, wow, all I had to do was obey him? Yeah, pretty much. That's all you had to do. Because you heard him the first time. You heard what he said. Yeah, you just wanted to do what you want to do. Because I've been there. I just wanted to do what I wanted to do. But yeah, we got to walk on obedience, y'all. And great things will happen. So I trust that this video blessed you. And of course, we're going to have another, moment in the closet. Our transparency moment, because transparency leads to transformation. And let's all be transformed by the renewing of our mind, so we may prove what is good and acceptable under God. Y'all take care.